Hey guys, hopefully your holidays are going okay so far. I know I'm pretty excited. School just ended yesterday, so I should be studying right now, but I decided to take a day off for myself and just enjoy the freedom of not having to go to class and just relax. As I said last time, that's one of the most important things you can do is take some time out for yourself. Otherwise, you're just overwhelmed with everything that goes on. Right now, basically, life's good right now. Come Monday, it's gonna pick up again. I've got 4 exams over the holidays. My last one is on the 20th. So this year's gonna be my first year that I'm not going home for Christmas with my family, because they're going to Manitoba on the 21st, and they're 7 hours away. So it's gonna be an experience for me. Hopefully you guys have family to cuddle up to this Christmas Eve. I know I'm going over to my friend's house for Christmas, so either way, I just wanted to kind of talk about a few study skills and something that's going on in the university that's causing a little bit of controversy. Well, not controversy, but some rumors floating around the university. When it comes to studying, whether it's for essays, exams, or anything else, always make sure you have enough time. For me, it's not always easy to say, okay, I'm sitting down at 2 o'clock today till 5 o'clock and I'm going to work on this, this, and this. I always plan it out and it never seems to work like that, but the more you work on your schedule, the better it's going to happen, right? And sometimes one of the big things I find is you have to remove yourself from distractions. For me, that means going to the university's library and basically just hiding there from all my friends, try and turn off Facebook or keep away from it as much as possible. I have a hard time studying at home because when I come home to my boyfriend, all I want to do is sit on the couch and play Worms on the Xbox. So you really have to remove yourself from those distractions if you want to get any work done. Otherwise, you just start thinking, okay, well, I don't have to be doing my essay. I could go and relax for another 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes turns into 50 minutes. So that's one of the biggest things. The other thing is do not cram. I'm trying to remember the acronym that my professor said, that it was, I'll have to try and remember it, but he basically came up with an acronym for cram that was like crazy rushing. Either way, cramming is not the way to go, because what happens is you go over it and you go over it and you go over it through like a few hours, and then the next morning you just blank. The best way to do it is actually to start at the beginning of the semester, and what you do is you take good notes and then every night you try and review it just a little. Even if you don't get to an hour of review every night like they suggest that you should, just going over the material a little bit every night will really help you when it comes to final exams. That way you're not trying to rush, you're not trying to organize study groups left, right, and center. You know what you're talking about, and then you can also help others. One of the main things I do to study is I book study groups. I send out a class-wide email saying, okay, if you're interested, I'm going to be in this study room from this time to this time. Everybody's welcome. And people say that the best way to review and to learn and to study is to teach it. Because that way you have to understand the material in order to teach it to everybody else. And of course, the other people in turn help to teach you the stuff that you don't necessarily know. I found that study groups are one of the best ways to review material. So setting up 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these will definitely help you in your future. Whether it's in high school or in university, it's a really, really big help when it comes to reviewing the material and hashing out ideas. Especially for me, I have a take-home essay exam, I guess you could call it. So we're getting together and we're going to be sitting there going, okay, we think that these are the plays that we've read that most relate to the question, and this is how we think that it applies. So that kind of, I guess, peer-to-peer interaction really helps, and it really motivates you too, because you know that everybody else is doing it, and you're with a bunch of motivated people, right? Other than that, another good study tip is to make sure that you snack. And I'm not talking junk food, I'm talking like healthy snacks while you're studying or having your study group. Because that way, I don't know, it helps to keep me awake at least. It's not even so much that the calories help give you energy, but that it just keeps you going, right? It keeps you thinking, doing something, especially vegetables. They've got a lot of water, and water keeps you hydrated and your brain thinking and everything else. So proper nutrition is really a big help when you're studying. Other than that, an old myth that my social studies teacher in high school used to tell me is always drink a bottle of orange juice and eat a tuna sandwich the supper before and the breakfast of your exam, because you know how chicken and turkey are said they've got hormones that slow you down. Well, fish, on the other hand, has omega-3s, which help brain activity, and orange juice, I think, is just vitamin C, perks you up and everything else. His other suggestion is to actually bring a chocolate bar to the exam with you, because that way, halfway through the exam, you eat like half the chocolate bar or whatever, and then it gives you that sugar rush to help you get through the next hour and a half. So that's just a little myth, or I don't know, ritual for you if you're interested. I've tried it a couple times because I love tuna anyways, so I like it. Either way, it's just those ideas to get you thinking. I'll always make sure to bring a bottle of water with you to the exam, and just be prepared for anything like that. Now, concerning the rumors that are going around the school, people are saying that there are being cuts to academic support staff, so secretaries and stuff, as well as professors. I actually had a meeting with the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Science, Dean Nicole, on, I don't know, this past week here, Monday, and he kind of dispelled some of the rumors for me, and I think it's important that you guys understand what's going on too. There have been some retirements within the faculty, both in academic staff, the professors, and the academic assistants. However, what they're doing is they're basically reorganizing the academic support staff into different locations so that students can have access to them anytime. However, this is causing a little bit of issues with the professors in different departments because the university is broken down into different sections. Like there's the English section, philosophy section, sociology section, psychology section. That's all within like the Faculty of Arts and Science and more. So anyways, instead of each of those I guess areas having their own support staff, they're kind of consolidating them all into different areas. And so now the professors don't necessarily have that help that they did before, and they have to kind of front some of the questions of the students that they wouldn't normally have to. It's kind of in the process of being worked around, so right now it's not maybe all as functional as it could be. But actually they've opened up some more positions for academic support staff, so I guess there's not as many, or there's more staff than there was last year or before. So that's one of the rumors that's going around. There's also rumors going around that there's not as many course availabilities, and there's not as many professors. While there isn't always, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of course offerings in certain subjects sometimes. As an English major, it can be really frustrating to try and get into some of the classes you want because they fill up so fast. The registration system is based on seniority with course hours. And there's also some courses are only offered every other year. So either way, it can be difficult to get into the courses you want. Sometimes even the courses you need, though, like the dean said, he said that there will always be a way for students to get the courses they need for convocation before they graduate. So overall, what the faculty is planning to do is they are planning to hire more more academic staff, more professors, and then hopefully that will bump up the number of course offerings and stuff like that, especially for English 1900, which most first-year university students have to take anyways. They usually offer about 7 or 8 of those, which takes up a lot of time for professors. So hopefully with hiring more professors, they will be able to maintain the smaller class sizes, which the U of L is so well known for. But overall, those rumors aren't necessarily true. They obviously do have some foundation. Like, as I said, this year, some of the course offerings are a little slim, but they're working on fixing that because obviously what they did, instead of replacing the professors last year when they were in recession and everything. They left the empty positions vacant. So instead of cutting everything else. So now that we're kind of swinging out of recession, hopefully the positions will go up. Why I'm telling you this now is because not only is it important for students to know coming into the university that we're still having small class sizes and everything else, but it also kind of encourages us to maybe go on and pursue different degrees. Instead of getting a bachelor's, you can get a master's, you can get a PhD. Yes, it's more time in school, more money, but masters and PhDs, they often get a lot of funding. The dean said that mostly every graduate will get a work placement, so kind of like you help teach some classes, and you also get certain grants. So that kind of compensates for that loss, or I guess that cost, I should say. And overall, it just opens up a lot more doors for a lot of students if the universities are going to be picking up and hiring in the next few years, especially students that are coming near the end of their degree, and then it kind of might suggest a trend. Dean Nicole said that when he first kind of got to the U of L, there was like 45 students in the graduate studies. Now there's about 250. So it is an increasing field. I'm actually going to be going and talking to a few advisors and counselors and stuff hopefully soon, because I'm kind of considering either doing a Master's of the Arts or a Master's of Education instead of just doing a BA, B.Ed, which is basically I would have 2 bachelor's degrees, so that I would be able to teach English. So hopefully that'll go good, and I'll be able to fill you guys in on more information on how exactly the the master's degrees works and what are the requirements and what do you need. So keep tuned for that. And also I'm going to be having a meeting with one of the people that schedules basically schedules the university. They schedule the timetables, when university starts, ends, final exams, all that. Because I feel that in the second semester we have a reading break in February, so it's like a break right in the middle of the semester so that you can get caught up in everything. But we don't have one in the first semester, and the U of L actually starts a week later than basically every other university in Alberta and other universities. So I actually have a meeting with the lady that does the scheduling to see if maybe there's a way that we can get a reading week in the first semester, because other universities have it, and I don't know about everybody else, but I was going absolutely nuts. So hopefully we're going to see how that plays out, and I'll keep you guys posted on all that. And other than that, happy holidays, and enjoy the turkey, and enjoy high school while you can.